plates flying, engines blowing full. Side by side, leading into the fight, chasing that checkered flag at night. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. British steel, we're tough as nails, one lap closer. Bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. Now mud in the gears, fuel in the veins, working all week just to feel this strain. On the edge, we don't play it safe. Running that wall, we're hitting the brake. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. British steel, we're tough as nails, one lap closer. Bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. In the pits, we're family bound by grease and grit, building dreams from the crowd. There's no quit. We live for the thrill. Speed's our design. When we hit the track, we're playing on fire. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust.
What's up? What's up, Sean? What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We are here again for some ARCA Clay Clash as these guys are out on the track. Week number 10. Only 1 week left in the series. Landon Moody leading the points as it stands right now. I may have to make sure that, because I think there might be some mistakes in there, so I might have to go in and check a couple things. But right now it looks like Landon Moody, Braden Wares, Drew Dawson. I got to make sure that every race is counting, but getting ready for tonight's race as it is going to be 50 laps here tonight. You tried to do, oh, it didn't close, it filled up. It filled up, Curtis, as these guys are out on the track right now, putting in some practice. Right now it is the BK Broiler at the top of the charts. He's going to deliver a couple whoppers here tonight. Landon Moody in second, Christian Jansen in third. Your top three as it stands right now as we get ready for tonight's qualifying. It doesn't work that way. Yeah. What's up, Wallace? What's up, buddy? What's up, everybody? Getting ready for the... I'll tell you what, next season, we are going to have to do 2 series. We've been filling these up every week here lately. We got enough drivers. We're going to select the best of the best, get those guys in the league, give the people in the second league an opportunity to qualify into the main league each week, and hopefully qualify for a permanent spot over there. I think that is where we are going to head for the format. But right now we have 24 cars in the session here tonight, getting ready for the ARCA Clay Clash. Landon Moody on the move for another championship race. As he clobbers the wall down the front straightaway, it is going to be interesting to see what happens here tonight. Guys, I did do something different because we have been filling up. The track will reset for the feature at 35%. Or 30%, sorry. So we're going to see what happens here tonight. A little bit of a different setup. We're going to see if we can continue to tweak the setup for the race to continue to give you the best racing possible. Luke Swarding out there in the number 2. He's been making some regular appearances. Shane Haas out there in the number 23 machine. It will be interesting to see how this all goes down here tonight, as that is the end of practice. Rolling into qualifying next. Can Landon Moody get himself another pole, or BK take the pole from him here tonight? All right, Sean, go ahead and enjoy some food. I'll talk to you later, buddy. As we are going to see who hits the track first here for qualifying. Damian Ward is here. I don't know if he's in the session yet, but he is registered for the race. We'll see what he is able to do, as it looks like Shane Haas going to be the first of the cars to jump out on the track here tonight. Remember, everybody has their own session. They'll get to qualify as they want. Remember, guys, you got 3 laps. 3 laps. Use them as you want them. All right, so... Remington James is slow. Yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. All right, so Shane Haas out there. We're going to see where he sets the mark here tonight in that number 23 machine. Sideways. Oh, he gets the wall. That's going to cost him. We got BK out there. Now, Shane did get a little lap in somehow with a 14.759. Looks like Remington James at the top of the charts with a 4.26. Let's see what BK comes across for. He's going to be third quick with a 5.12. So right now, Remington James at the top of the charts here tonight. They only get 3 minutes for qualifying. It is a quick qualifying session. If you guys are in the Discord, you can go check out the points where they are at now. They were posted today as James continues to sit at the top of the boards with a 14.426. Will BK be able to put it at the top of the boards here? What's up, Brian? As he comes across the line, he is not able to take that top spot as it is going to lead Remington James up there. Now we got Landon Moody out on the track in the number 84. Did Kenny qualify? Kenny's been slowly getting better at these things. Is he out here tonight? Did Kenny even make it? I don't even know if Kenny's in here. Moody going to be fifth quick. Fifth quick for Landon Moody. Kenny Pitt. Oh, Christian Jansen to the top of the boards with a 14.351 as Moody sitting back in that number 6 spot. I don't know. I don't see him. I guess he's not out there. It filled up. Damian Ward has not taken a lap yet as Moody's going to come across the line 6th quick on the night. Not where he wanted to qualify. He's going to go out there, get a little extra credit. Not happy with that qualifying run. Let's go see. Is Damian Ward even out there? Toaster's junk again. I was wondering where you were at. Oh, no. That's wild. All right, so it looks like Christian Jansen going to start on the pole in heat race number 1. Remington James will be on the pole for heat race number 2. It is going to be spicy here tonight. We are sending some drivers home. 16 cars going into tonight's feature. We'll take 6 from each heat and 4 from the LCQ. So I'm going to do a quick little drivers meeting at the beginning of this, and then we will go through the starting grid. I'll pull up the starting grid for you guys in heat race number 1 while I do that drivers meeting. All right, guys, if you have not been here before, it is going to be top 6 out of the heat race. Everybody else off to the LCQ. There are no caution flags in the heats or the consies. If you cannot get it turned around, please take the tow and don't take out the leaders. It is a tight, short track here tonight, so be aware of where everybody is at. The biggest thing here, guys, is the chat. If you have a problem with somebody, I don't care if you mic up and tell somebody they're a freaking moron once or fucking moron or whatever the hell you want to say. Make sure it's once. If you do keep it going, that is the easiest way to get removed from here because we don't want to hear you guys arguing back and forth. Also, obviously, no intentional wrecking, stuff like that. I don't think I should need to say that. And all starts will be on leader. Go out there, have some fun, and make sure you guys watch the stream on MDiTV on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. All right, it is going to be Christian Jansen in that number 17 starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 1. Outside of him, in the number 10 machine, it's going to be Blake Dawson. We got BK starting in the number 3 spot on the inside of row number 2. Outside of him, in the number 21 machine, it's going to be Nick Brundage. Starting inside row number 3 in the number 52 machine, it's going to be Andrew Crash Register. Outside of him, in the number 49, it's going to be Rob Abkerson. We might have to adjust some of these numbers. Starting inside row number 4 in the number 48 machine, it's going to be Knock Thompson. Outside of him, in the number 93, it's going to be Logan Anderson. Starting inside row number 5 in the number 16 machine, I think he's in the actual 7, it's going to be David Mayo. Outside of him, in the number 4 machine, it's going to be Chris Sleep. Starting inside row number 6 here tonight in that number 8 machine, it's going to be Cameron Jacobs. Then rounding out the field on the outside, it's going to be the 115 of Keelan Tate. We are going to take the top 6 into tonight's feature. Loading in for the 3rd time. Maybe Well, you're in heat 2, luckily. As they come down the back straightaway, looking for that green flag this time by 8 laps here, top 6 transfer. Who's it going to be here in heat race number 1 as they come out of turn number 1, looking for that green flag. Green flag is out. Jansen going to get on the gas. It's going to be side by side for that number 2 spot. Here comes BK down low into turn number 1 and 2. Watch that number 28K. He could move forward pretty quickly as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. That's awesome, Smiles. User 6342377928817 says, go dig, bud. As Knox Thompson going to have issues at the back. Gets it facing back straight as they come out of turn number 4 to complete lap number 2. Right now it is Chris Jansen out front leading the way. Battle for that number 2 spot side by side out of turn number 2. Will we get contact? No, they keep it straight down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Looks like Keelan Tate going to have an issue as Rob Ackerson goes ahead and takes the tow as the leaders get 5 laps to go. What's up, Brady? You're out here tonight, aren't you? Down into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be halfway through, 4 laps to go. Great battle for that number 2 spot. We're going to move back up to that as BK took the 2 spot. But here comes Dawson back to the bottom side as they come out of turn number 2. He better not let you down. He's having a good run. BK is not easy to beat as he's going to blink out a little bit there as Brundage takes to the top side. He's going to grab the wall down the front straightaway. Brundage going to make more contact as him and Register get together out of turn number 2. That is some big issues for Register and Nick Brundage. Here comes Register out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. He is putting the heat on that number 21 of Nick Brundage. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Going to be white flag this time by. Right now it is Logan Anderson in the 93 in that final transfer spot. Here comes Register. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. This is the battle on the track for that number 4 spot. Register gives him the bumper out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Here comes Anderson. Anderson just throws it in and parks it on Register out of turn number 4 and takes the number 5 spot. And he's going to give him the little straight line at the end of that one is Jansen. BK, Dawson, Brundage, Anderson, Register going to the feature. Jacobs, Thompson, Mayo, Tate, Sleep, and Ackerson going to the LCQ. All right, we're going to get ready for heat race number 2 as it is going to be the number 7 machine of Remington James starting on the pole. Outside of him, it's going to be Brady King in that number 2 machine. There you are, Brady. Yeah, I saw that. What's up, Penis Pump? What's up, Demon? Starting inside row number 2 in the number 84 machine, it is going to be the last 2-season champion. It's going to be the 84 of Landon Moody. Outside of him, in the number 24 machine, it's going to be Kyle Todd. Starting inside row number 3 in the number 20 machine, it's going to be Jalen Mills. Outside of him, in the number 66, it's going to be Bill Sleep. Starting inside row number 4 in the 07 machine, it's going to be Braden Wares. Outside of him, in the number 23, it's going to be Shane Haas. Starting inside row number 5 in the number 6 machine, it's going to be Blake DeLong. Outside of him, in the number 2, it's going to be Luke Swarding. Then rounding out the field here tonight, does look like Ward has made it. It's going to be the 24 of Keegan Shelton. Outside of him, in the number 32, it's going to be the nurse, Damian Ward. So Keegan is actually in the 17, so we'll correct that later. Yo. Hey, Demon, I gave you admin. Go ahead and block that guy. Ban that guy. I think I gave you admin over there, right? Or did I not? I got it. Never mind. All right, looking for the green flag as they come down the back straightaway. Remington James going to lead the way as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Green flags out. Great start by Remington. Good start by Brady King as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be single file up at the top. Here comes Moody looking low on King. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. He's got Mills on that back bumper too as they head through turn number 3 and 4. King's going to hold it on the outside. Big run for King. It was a dead heat at the line into 1 and 2 for second. Moody going to slide in. This is the only one tonight, Thrasher. Out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Going to be a great battle. Oh, Brady King gets the berm on the binders. Oh, we got a wreck back here as Jalen and Kyle Todd get together. There's a wreck. Be aware, leaders. Oh, Kyle got the berm. Remington James going to continue to lead the way as they come through turn at number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. It is going to be James leading the way. Moody in second. Brady King in third. Shane Haas in fourth. Here comes Braden Wares on the outside. He's going to dig out a turn at number 4. Down the front straightaway. Going to take that number 5 spot away as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. That was bad for Jalen Mills. That is where he's been hurting tonight. Some of these heat races have not gone his way as James continues to lead the way. Moody in second. Brady King as in that number 3 spot as we got cars going a lap down. Chaotic heat race number 2. Out of turn number 2 down the front straightaway. It looks like Mills is going to... Oh, he gave him the door. Goes to the bottom. Did not expect him to do it. Remington going to get around the lap car. Moody's coming behind him. It is a battle for the lead as they come out of turn at number 4. Going to be 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Moody. James with the lead, but Moody tried to take away. Big run for James on the outside. They touch into turn number 3. Moody going to take the lead. Slides up the track. James going to come up underneath them. Drag race to the line. Moody going to take it. Remington James in second. Brady King in third. Where's DeLong and Haas? Your top 6. Yeah, Kyle got that berm. That definitely wasn't on purpose. Top 4. All right, this is going to be a crazy Conti. We got some good drivers in here having to race their way into the feature. We're going to go ahead and pull that up. It is going to be Cameron Jacobs starting on the pole here tonight in the LCQ. Outside of him, it's going to be Keegan Shelton. Starting inside, row number 2, it's going to be the 48 of Knox Thompson. Outside of him, it is going to be Luke Swarting. Starting inside, row number 5, it's going to be David Mayo. Outside of him, in the number 32, it's going to be Damian Ward. Keelan Tate going to start inside, row number 4, Jalen Mills in 8th. Chris Sleep in 9th, Bill Sleep 10th, Rob Eckerson in 11th, and Kyle Todd in that number 12 spot. Rob Eckerson did not grid up. We got 11 cars going for 5 positions. That was a phenomenal finish for sure. Smiles, phenomenal. Yeah, they definitely did. Well, that dude's been spamming everybody's streams each and every week. He's an absolute fucking moron. All right, so Cameron going to lead them to the green flag as they are going to get the 1 to go this time by 1 more lap to go. Definitely curious on how this one's going to be as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Definitely some fast cars back in the pack. They're going to have to be patiently aggressive would be the best word to put in here as the pace car pulls in, looking for the green flag as they come out of turn number 4. Cameron Jacobs on the gas. Green flag is out. Oh, the 44 going to step on the penis already as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Jacobs going to lead the way. Keegan in second. Luke Swarting in third. Jalen Mills in fourth. Luke Swarting in third, Mills in fourth. Kyle Todd up to the number 5 spot as we had issues already. Oh, Ward hard in the wall as we move back up to the front out of turn number 2. It filled up, Ray. It filled up. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, 2 laps complete, 10 laps to go. Plenty of opportunity for people to make a mistake. Right now, Jalen Mills is in. Kyle Todd trying to reel him in that number 5 spot. Mills is going to want to give himself a little bit of cushion. Damian Ward needs some help in that number 32 machinist. Tate's going to have big issues at the back. He's going to go ahead and pull off as Cameron Jacobs continues to lead out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Shelton. Oh, Shelton Bull turns him around. Shelton turns him around. Jacobs around out of turn number 4. He's going to get back on the gas. Oh, man, that is unfortunate. The 17 just going to get in the back of him. I don't think he was expecting. Get a little bobble there. Yeah. Cameron was a little bit more sideways as he's going to beat the doors off of Chris Sleep back here in the back as we move back up to the front. Here comes Shelton with the lead. Jalen Mills in second. Kyle Todd in third. Swarting in fourth. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. He is in the final transfer spot. He's actually in the number 3 spot, so he is 1 spot in the good as Mills is looking for the lead up underneath Shelton as they come out of turn number 4. Oh, big stack up out of 4. Big save by those 3 drivers. Oh, he parks it on his nose and takes the lead. Mills down the back straightaway. Mills into turn number 3 and 4. 17 going to toss it up, gives them the door as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. He's going to drive up, get into Mills' doors. Here comes Kyle Todd on the bottom side. 3 wide. Oh, they're touching. They're wrecking out of turn number 2. 17 going to get knocked around. Here comes Damian Ward. Oh, elbows are up here as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Oh, they're wrecking. Oh, they're wrecking. Big wreck. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. Kyle Todd with the lead. Jalen Mills in second. Damian Ward in third. Out of turn number 4. Kyle Todd going to take the win in the LCQ. Jalen Mills, Damian Ward, and Keegan. Oh, no. Swarting got out. Keegan. No, Knox Thompson's going to take it. Keegan couldn't make it to the line in time. Wow, drama in the LCQ. I'm just trying to see who's... All right, we are going to go ahead and pull up the starting lineup. That was an interesting LCQ. All right, guys, let's calm it down a little bit. Let's have a good race, tight track, 50 laps. Let's try and have some fun. All right, let's get ready for tonight's starting lineup. I got to be quick on this. This is a short track. Starting on the pole in that number 17 machine, it's going to be Christian Jansen. Outside of him, in the number 84, it's going to be Landon Moody. What's up, Kenny? Starting inside, row number 2, in the number 28 machine, it's going to be Brayton Kay. Outside of him, in the number 7, it's going to be Remington James. Starting inside, row number 3, in the number 10 machine, it's going to be Blake Dawson. Outside of him, in the number 30, it's going to be Brady King. Starting inside, row number 4, in the number 21 machine, it's going to be Nick Brundage. Outside of him, in the 07, it's going to be Braden Wares. Starting inside, row number 5, in the number 93 machine, it's going to be Logan Anderson. Outside of him, in the number 6, it's going to be Blake DeLong. Starting inside, row number 6, in the number 52 machine, it's going to be Andrew Register. Outside of him, in the number 23, it's going to be Shane Haas. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight, in 13th, it will be Kyle Todd. 14th, Jalen Mills. 15th, Damian Ward. And rounding out the field here tonight, in the number 48 machine, it's going to be Knox Thompson. Looking for the green flag this time by as Landon Moody leads the field down the back straightaway. Who's it going to be here tonight? Smile saying Moody, and the Moody Show down there in the chat as they look into turn at number 3 and 4. Looking for that green flag. Green flag is out. I'll tell you what, it might not be the Moody show. Jansen looking good as we got a little bit of a track reset here. Slide job by Jansen. Here comes Moody back up underneath. Moody going to dig up underneath as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Slides up the track. Jansen with a phenomenal crossover out of turn number 4, but it's going to be Landon Moody leading lap number 1. Jansen going to take it back in 1 and 2. Moody back up underneath. Drag race down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Great race for the lead right now. BK being careful in that 28K, watching these guys race out. Here comes Jansen back up underneath into 1 and 2. Jansen going to slide him in 1 and 2. Moody back up underneath out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. 30% is looking phenomenal right here. Slide job by Moody. Jansen back up underneath as Braden continues to duke it out right behind these guys, looking for a space to dive in, but can't quite do it as we got issues in the back. Brady King goes around. He's going to get it moving straight. No caution flag. Yeah, it was rough. There was big stack ups and everything else. That's unfortunate, Luke. Single file now for the leaders. Lap traffic up ahead. Brady King and next in line as they come out of turn number. I'm going to start splitting stuff up next season. It'll take away from this. Yeah, it was Slide Job City, but now they've calmed down, gotten in line, catching this lap traffic. Shane Haas and Brady King just in front of the leaders as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway, trying to stay out front. Yeah, Christian's doing a good job right now. Moody is tough to beat. BK is also fast, as it looks like we got a battle for that number 4 spot between Remington, James, Braden Wares, and Brundage. As we got one going around. Dawson hard into the inside wall. Blake Dawson hard into the inside wall. He must have alt F4'd because the camera has lost him, and the field stays green as they come across the line. 8 laps complete. You can always give whatever you want, Smiles. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, it is going to be Moody continuing to lead the way. We got issues in the back as these guys get around. Oh, Kyle Todd and Andrew Register. Oh, Register around into the wall. Caution flag comes out. Wow, he cost himself. He gave the door to Kyle Todd and goes around. Caution flag comes out for the first time here tonight. All right, so caution flag is out for the first time tonight as we had a phenomenal battle for the lead. Got a little sketchy in the back. I don't know. Kyle's got a lot of work to do, but he could make it up there. BK, you can't count him out. There's definitely some good drivers. I hope Remington can get himself a top 3. He catches himself some bad luck. I don't hate your picks at all. But I think you got to consider Jansen and Brayton. Brundage is having a phenomenal run. Yeah, just give it to yourself. I didn't realize you want to lap down. If you can keep an eye on that, whoever the last car on the lead lap is, just give them the wave around. You have to give it to them, though, because caution laps don't count. They put a practice up a lot of times before the race. I got to get you in there. I'm sure Moody would be more than happy to help out a little bit. 28's a good pick. 28's a good pick. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Moody's going to get on the gas while Remington sideways out of turn number 4. Kyle Todd is moving his way up through the field. BK going to roll the bottom up underneath CJ as Remington goes around out of turn number 2. Will that bring out a caution? No caution flag as it stands right now. Moody continues to lead. Battle going to be for that number 2 spot as they head through turn number 1 and 2. I'm surprised Remington didn't stop. Yeah, I get that. Oh man, where did Braden go? Braden disappeared for a minute. I thought he was about to die in the 07 as Brundage gonna make his way back around. Slide job by Brundage, cut down by Wares. Slide by Wares, cut down by Brundage. Wares is picking this up pretty good as we watch the battle for second here. BK on the bottom. CJ up top as they come out of turn at number 4 down the front straightaway. We got the abbreviations battling for second as we got some leaning on back there for that number 4 position as Braden's going to push him up the track as they head towards turn number 3 and 4. Oh, slide up by the track from BK. Here comes CJ back down low into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to slide back up the track. BK going to come back with the cut down. Moody's got to love what he is seeing behind him as they come out of turn number 4, or turn number 2, down into turn number 3 and 4. Slide job by BK, cut down by CJ. CJ going to slide it in. Kenny's not in here. I don't know. He might not have made it as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straight. We got absolute chaos back here. This is just absolute chaos as Mills, another good pick for the night, is making his way back up to the field. He is 7th right now in that number 20 machine. Back up into that number 2 spot. Here comes BK. He's going to slide through turn number 3 and 4. Does not slide up the track. CJ expected it. Got into the back of him as they head into 1 and 2. BK going to protect the bottom. CJ's going to roll it better out of turn 2. Not able to make the move down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes CJ into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to back out of it as BK makes his way around. Now he's going to set his sights on Landon Moody. Jason, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. As Moody continues to lead the way. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Single file now for the most part. Got to go back here to the number 7 spot. Kyle Todd and Jalen Mills. A little bit of history here as these guys race it out. Side by side, these guys are running for that number 7 spot. They got some ground to make up to get up into the field. Damian Ward is up into the number 6 position. He started shotgun on the field, I think, or pretty much, as we got issues in the back. These guys, oh, they're wrecking. They're wrecking. They keep it straight. No caution flag. No caution flag. They're able to get it going back straight as Moody continues to lead the way. 22 laps in the books. BK in second. Let's move back as Braden is knocking down the wall in 1 and 2. He is definitely having some internet malfunction in that 07 machine. That could play a role as Ward is slowly digging forward. That is one to watch out for. He is quick in these things. It looks like his internet is working, his computer is working a little bit better as he closes in on Brundage for that number 5 position, trying to work his way up. That'll be 10 spots into the number 5 spot if he can get there. It is great racing here tonight. And everybody's keeping it straight when they have the little incidents. So I'm appreciating that too. Only 1 caution flag so far here tonight as Ward continues to roll that bottom side. Oh, he gets to the berm a little bit. That's going to cost him. Gets back in line. Ward continuing to roll that bottom. If you can roll that bottom and get that tack down on the bottom, you can get some speed. You can see that. What's up, Young Money? As they head through turn number 3 and 4. Who's going to have the number 5 spot at the line? Brundage with the run. He has it once again. That time by. Through turn number 1 and 2. Still battling it out for 5th. Ward starting to... 1 and 2 is so good on the bottom. Looks like 3 and 4. Ward might be struggling a little bit, but good run through 3 and 4 that time. He's going to secure that number 5 position. He probably is. Oh, contact for Braden Wares with the wall as we got issues up ahead. What do we got going on here? Just ahead of this, oh, it is Shane Haas going a lap down in that number 23. Looks like Register is out of this one. Yellow flag comes out. Oh, Register was in a caution. Oh. Oh, that was unfortunate for the crash. Register as we get the caution flag here once again. Let's take a look. Hey, Shane, it's showing... Well, I got it. It's showing me Remington is the first car 1 lap down. I'll go ahead and give him the wave. All right, so that is unfortunate. All right, we're going to give Ward his spot back. He got stuck trying to help. He was 5th. You shouldn't be laps down. You had just gotten around. Nick was in 5th. I don't know if you made it further than that. All right, yeah. So if you're 5th, everybody 5th back, swap your lanes a spot. So we're gonna put Kyle, you got to go back to the bottom of that lane, the lane behind you, and just alternate one spot back. I can't see giving him a penalty for trying to help get somebody off the berm. Okay. What car is it telling you to be behind? Okay. As long as this says that, I'll see if it shouldn't show a black flag then on the start for you. Yeah, I know. If that's right, it won't give you a black flag. All right, we're going green this time, guys. All right, looking for the green flag. It is going to be a shootout here. We're going to see if we can get this figured up. Two by two. This is going to give BK an opportunity here. I'll clear blacks after we go green, guys. Oh, green flag is out. Oh. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Moody in the lead. BK going to try to slide. He does throw the needles. They're 3 wide. Oh, CJ gets turned around out of turn number 2. Go out there, pull. Oh, he doesn't. He could have stopped. I wouldn't have complained as we move back up to the front. Going to be Moody in the lead. BK in second. Kyle Todd trying to get that number 3 spot. He does as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, they are knocking down the wall as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes Damian Ward in that number 32, going to continue to roll the bottom out of turn number 2 down the back 4 down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Contact as it looks like Wares is going to go around. Big wreck. That should throw out the caution. There is the caution flag. Oh, big contact there. Big contact as the caution flag comes out. Here once again tonight. Closing in on 15 laps to go as we got a few guys down on pit road right now. Caution flag has caught up. Our pace car has caught up under the caution flag. I can't talk. All right, I'm listening to these guys. They're having a conversation about the damage as we are going to set them up. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, it's one to go. It's one to go, guys. You guys were like almost 4 wide, about 4 wide when CJ got turned around there. Looking for the green flag as the pace car is in. 2x2 through the field. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, going to be Moody leading the way. BK in second. Big stack up. BK gets some contact as Ward gets in the back of him. Here comes Mills. I'll tell you what, Mills and Todd have not been able to get away from each other all night long. The 20 and the 24 have absolutely been in a dogfight all night long as Ward is now looking for the number 2 spot. Moody's got to be sweating right now. Believe it or not, Ward is the hard charger. Ward in the 32 right now is the hard charger. Second would be between a tie. Oh, Knox Thompson is the second hard charger of 10 spots. Now, oh, we got the 48 turned around. I just talked about him. He gets turned around. Caution flag comes out. Oh, little contact going into the corner there. He over rotates it, and Braden has nowhere to go. J&T, thank you for the follow. Knox, that was 100% my fault. I just jinxed you because I said you were up 10 spots. How do we keep ending up stuck on the berm?
Low ground clearance, I reckon. It's a pretty big berm too compared to Knoxville.
All right, so we are going to re-rack them, restack them once again. Can we get some green flags? Justin, thank you for the follow. We are about 15 laps to go. Let's see. My SDK is off, so we're going to look. Yeah, it is going to be 14 laps to go when they take the green flag. We are going to re-rack them, restack them here once again, 2x2. Looking for some green flag action. 1 to go. As they head into turn at number 1 and 2, going to be Moody and BK on that front row. Down the back straightaway. We got arguing over the drivers in the chat as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. A lot of anticipation there. Green flag is out as Moody's on the gas. Here comes Damian Ward. Ward up underneath BK as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Brayton going to get on the gas. Down the back straightaway. Drag race for that number 2 spot. 2x2 from second on back as we got a big stack up behind. Jansen going to jump the berm. Somehow keeps it straight as they head into 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Ward going to take the number 2 spot. Down the back straightaway. Here comes BK fighting back on the outside. Down into turn number 3 and 4. BK going to shove it down, but here comes Kyle Todd. Big bump from behind as Jalen Mills and Wares make contact further back. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Battle for that number 2 spot has calmed down. Ward's going to go to work. Tries to reel in Moody. Down the back straightaway. Or front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Everybody is single file. Moody's going to catch the berm. Ward shoots up the track out of turn number 2. They stay about the same distance apart as they head into 3 and 4. Ward's going to wrap that bottom out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Looking for turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be 10 laps to go. Can Ward get there or will Moody take the win? Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. 9 laps to go. Kyle Todd trying something a little bit different as Braden Wares is getting some big pressure from Mills as they head through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. This is the battle for that number 5 spot. I have to say, good run out of Braden Wares in that number 07 tonight. He's definitely starting to pick this up, racing a little bit smarter, being a little bit more patient. It is starting to show as he is closing in on a top 5, possibly here tonight. But he's got Mills breathing down his neck as the top 3 continue to close in on each other as they get 7 laps to go. 7 laps to go. It looks like BK going to go up to the outside. Can't find some speed, but finds the wall. That's going to bring Kyle Todd up there. Kyle's going to shove it in. BK going to save it barely. Kyle Todd takes the number 3 spot as they head into turn number 1 and 2. BK going to go back to work, looks for that number 3 spot back. He's got the speed. He was just trying to find something different. It did not work. This is going to give Damian Ward a little bit of breathing room. Tries to close in on Moody in that number 84 machine. Moody continues to lead. He took the lead, has not looked back. Grip X, right? As they come out of turn number 4, it is going to be 4 laps to go. Can Ward get there? It looks like Moody is starting to pull away. His car is faster as we move back to the battle for third. BK going to climb the berm just a little bit. That's going to allow Todd to pull away. Braden Wares and Jalen Mills starting to close the gap as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. 3 laps to go for the leaders. Lap traffic up ahead. Could that play a role? Lap traffic could be hard tonight, but right now it is Blake DeLong running the high side. 2 laps to go. If they don't catch him, it will make no difference, but he is running the top side. Shouldn't be too big of a deal for the leaders as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Out of turn and number 4, it looks like white flag is out. 1 lap to go. Moody's got the lead. Here comes Damian Ward trying to close the gap. Ward picks up the pace down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Ward sends it in deep. It is going to be checkered flag for Landon Moody. Damian Ward in second. Kyle Todd in third. BK in fourth. Mills, Braden Wares. Jalen Mills takes the number 5 spot here tonight. Crazy racing. It's going to be Landon Moody with the win here tonight. Damian Ward in second. Kyle Todd in third. Going to be BK in that number 4 spot. Jalen Mills in fifth. Going to be Braden Wares in the number 6 spot. Logan Anderson in 7th. Knox Thompson in 8th. Going to be Christian Jansen in that number 9 spot. Shane Haas in 10th. Remington James in 11th. Going to be Blake DeLong in the number 12 spot. Nick Brundage in 13th. Andrew Crash Register in 14th. Going to be Brady King in the number 15 spot. And Blake Dawson in 16th. What's that, Smiles? I was listening to them arguing. Sorry. All right, we are going to go jump in the Discord. Looks like these guys are in here. Yep, and I was not. I guess it helps when I'm in here.
Yeah.
I was trying to get the points caught up, and I was trying to do everything else, and I just, things happen.
It happens.
It happens. That's why they make toilet paper.
I'll tell you what, the only person up in the top 3 that did not have to do a lot of driving tonight is Landon Moody. He just had to get the lead and not look back. But Kyle Todd up from the LCQ, Kyle Todd and Damian Ward, but Kyle Todd up 10 spots into the number 3 position. It was hard battling tonight. This track was tight. There was contact, not a whole lot you could really do, but crazy race tonight.
Yes, sir. Started 12th in the B main, won that joker. Pure, pit, wake up in the morning, piss excellence. That's about all I got to say. No, I'm just kidding, man. I didn't think this track was going to put on that good of a show, but once you, kind of got up through the field and was able to, the guys who raced pretty good, it impressed me for sure.
You and Mills had a little bit of elbows up today, but honestly, you guys put on one hell of a show. You guys were racing each other all night long. It didn't matter if it was the heat, the consi, or the feature. You guys followed each other up through the field. Man, you guys just couldn't get off each other's backs tonight.
I know, man. And earlier he keyed up and said something. I was apologizing to the other guy, and he's like, "Man, I'm not trying to be your friend." I said, "Hell, that's fine with me. I don't care." And then we raced the rest of the night side by side. Didn't have any issues, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was some great racing there, but good run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Oh, man, you think I'd be getting good at these by now, but shout out to you for putting this stuff on, this and Woot, man. We have a blast. Congratulations to Moody and Ward on their finishes, and just our little team over here, Mixed Grid Motorsports. We got a pretty good little group, and definitely come out and have some fun in these shows. So appreciate it.
No problem. BK said when that bottom came in, he was struggling and needed that top to stay in. Interesting track for sure tonight. Damian Ward, 13 spots tonight. Barely made the feature. Big stack up in the LCQ. Somehow made your way in tonight. Tonight. I saw that. But great run here tonight. Made your way up through the field. Got hung up on the berm at one point, but got pushed off. But man, that 32 was fast tonight.
This is, brother. I mean, if I wasn't having frame issues, I think probably could have done a little better tonight. I think I would have been able to have something for Landon, but slamming and banging the car up all the way through the field because a couple of guys just thought, I don't know. It was like I had a target on the car tonight, dude. Every time I got around someone, they hit me. But
yeah, it looked like people were definitely struggling a little bit more in the back. You know, you're trying hard.
Well, I like the first 10 laps, I was all the way up to like 7th, and after that, almost every car was just a slam fest to try to get by. Even the guys up front. The track was very narrow, but everybody was hungry tonight.
It definitely was. That bottom side, when it came in, it just seemed like you worked it so well. Rolling that bottom, staying in attack. You made a lot of positions up really clean, just rolling that bottom side.
I don't think I passed the car on the top tonight, to be honest. I don't think I passed one. I held the bottom all night long.
Yeah, no, you just rolled the bottom all night long. It was good moves from you, making the feature tonight, barely missed qualifying. 13 spots, second place.
Jumped in the heat. Oh, yeah, it was hell. Hell.
You did it the hardest way possible, but why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors, and whoever's got to work on that car this weekend.
Oh, God, I feel bad for those people. It's good. Hopefully they can hit the reset button. Really just got to thank you for putting on the race. Nicky B for coming out and running it with me. The people on the side of the car. Kyle Todd for slam banging for 30 laps so I couldn't catch Landon. And Remington for knocking me back off the berm.
6 minutes worth of damage. That's wild.
Yeah, I feel bad for him.
Well, great
I
run
tried
here.
to help him get off when he got stuck.
Yeah, it was tough. That berm was nasty tonight, but good run here tonight. And Moody, 30%, definitely put on some interesting racing. We might have to look at that moving forward.
Man, yeah, track was it was perfect. I think with how it was top dominant early and it went back down to the bottom. I think 30 is a good sweet spot for it.
You know, we had some heaters here before. You've had a lot of elbows up at the finish. Ward had come up through the field. You know he's always fast when he's here. How worried were you about having another deja vu like you did with Bowers here?
Just try to hit my marks, and once I figured out the bottom, got a little tip that the bottom was coming in, so I was like, oh, see what's down there, and sure enough, it was down there. So I never really, even in the heat races, I really never ran on the berm at all. I mean, I ran some practice laps down there, but other than that, I didn't really run down to the bottom until about halfway through the feature, halfway left of the feature. So I guess it was worth trying. I just run the top for a lap or two and see if I could still make some ground up there and try to get enough of a gap and run the bottom, and sure enough, it was down there.
Luke says perfect for his grip X. But next week we go to the season finale at Lanier, a wide, very racy track. We got a lot of good drivers. How hard is it going to go into next week trying to win that one? I mean, there's a lot of people that are going to be in contention of that one. If Ward makes it, CJ, if he comes back, he was really good tonight. I mean, there's a lot of good people we've had lately, and next week being Lanier, I mean, it could be really elbows up.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like a Farness versus Moody race battle, like we had that one season for sure. But I always look forward to Lanier though. I will say probably one of the best tracks in the series up to this point for sure. We know how racy it tends to get. I mean, me and Remington had a good battle in the non-points race earlier in the year, and then me and Ethan had some good battles, and then me and Farnes had that amazing battle. So it's definitely possible for sure if we get Ward, or if we get Christian show up again, or if we get Mills and those guys again. So it's definitely possible, but I just gotta if I can walk out of Lanier, I mean, I don't really need to win Lanier. If I can just get out with another clean finish, a podium, just finish clean, and hopefully we can knock up the championship for the third straight season.
For sure. Well, great run here tonight. And why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
I want to thank you for putting on this deal. It's been a fun season up to this point. We got one more left, so I encourage y'all to come out. If y'all have iRacing, have ARCA car, and like dirt racing, encourage y'all to come out and try it before the season's over. All the guys at 3D Racing, Precision 3D Prints and Designs, Justin Norwood Sim Sports, all the friends and family watching, and everybody who came out and raced tonight.
You know, and Smiles wants to remind you he is your number one fan. Official Smiles always out there rooting for you. He picked two of the top three tonight, so he did pretty good. He picked you to win, and he picked Kyle Todd for third. Yeah. So,
oh wow, okay,
yeah,
almost perfect.
Almost perfect. I told him not to sleep on Ward though.
Oh no, you can never sleep on Ward. I just never.
But great run here tonight. I'll jump down and talk to you guys in a little bit.
Thank you, James.
Later. All right, guys, that is going to be it for tonight. Crazy elbows up racing. We might have some feuds next week in the season finale. Lots of room for those guys to race. You don't want to miss that one. As always, until next time, you're welcome, Smiles. Be safe and have a good night.